heard a little rumor going around that you love free stuff, and if that's true, then like the video right now, because in this video we're going to go over every single guaranteed free player that I feel like is 100% worth it, as well as every single active locker code and basically everything you need to know. And by the way, let me know down below in the comments, what type of player are you? Are you a no money spent player? Are you a big baller? Are you all money spent? Or maybe somewhere in between? And like I said, in this video we're going to cover all the free stuff, because if it's free, it's for me. Now, one of the first things that I do want to mention are, of course, the challenges that 2K does have with all the free GOAT Series players. I highly recommend you guys to get Phil Jackson, because you definitely do want to get a good coach. That way all your cards are really good. You know, for example, when it comes to my boy, you know, one of the greatest coaches of all time, he is a very good coach that I feel like every single person should definitely have as their main coach, because mainly you guys can see the stats. +6 everything. That includes speed, driving, dunk, passing, ball control, shot 3, and mid-range. So I highly recommend it, okay? That's already going to help out every single player that you have in your collection, on your God Squad, everything like that. And then, of course, you definitely do want to get every single player right here, because you do have to get the free Larry, the free Shaq. You got to get the free Michael Jordan, free Victor Wembanyama, free LeBron James, free Tracy McGrady, and then once you do that, you do end up getting the free Dark Matter Phil Jackson. And then on top of that, they do, of course, have the other challenges with the new free Dark Matter GOAT Series players. For example, Dirk Nowitzki, Luka Magic, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, you got Yao Ming as well, one of the most recent, you know, free players 2K added. And in my opinion, Yao Ming definitely is not worth it. I would still get him because it's a free card, but the best one is going to be Giannis. He's a must-have free player right now in the game. He's a 7-foot tall, small forward that everybody can use right now. And then also Luka. If you do need a point guard, he's not the worst point guard, but there's definitely a lot of point guards out there, but you definitely do want to get him if you do like Luka. And then Dirk Nowitzki is actually not bad either. He's like a 7-foot power forward that can stretch the floor. And speaking of challenges, you definitely do want to go into the spotlight challenges too, because there's a lot of free packs that I highly recommend. Like, you definitely want to get every single one. The only reason why I haven't gotten them is because I do have 2 accounts that I'm working on, and so, you know, it's kind of hard to do 2 accounts at once. But if you only have 1 account, then definitely get every single free pack you see right here, because this season 2K went all in. Actually, the whole year, you know, they went all in with packs. Obviously, we got the mythical sets. If you guys have been seeing the gameplays I've been doing, for example, on Bobo and other players, there's definitely some really good cards. Obviously, you're not guaranteed to get a player, you know, every single time when it comes to like the sets, but you definitely do have a good chance at walking away with a really good player. Maybe you get a free 100 overall card, maybe a Dark Matter, you know, maybe you get the GOATS card that's available in the updates and stuff like that. So there definitely has been some really big ones. You know, and speaking of big, you know, LaMelo Ball, Taco fall up in here, man. The Smoove set is insane. And so you definitely do have a chance at getting any of these players from the free packs. Again, not a deluxe pack, but it definitely is a chance. And sometimes that's all you really need. Let me know if you guys have gotten lucky from a free pack, because I definitely have been seeing people get, you know, a free Invincible, free 100, free Dark Matter, and so on. And then, of course, they do have the playoff content still available here. Now, honestly, Jaylen Brown is definitely outdated at this point, but I would still definitely go after these free cards, just because you do end up getting a shooting guard Tatum, really good card. Did a gameplay on him, did a gameplay on Derek White, and of course Drew Holiday. 2 really good point guards if you just wanted to have fun, and obviously if you're a Celtics fan or you just want free stuff, these are definitely worth it if you do want to get them. And then, of course, Jaylen Brown right here. Got it on my main account. Again, I got 2 accounts, and so sometimes I do everything on 1 account first. Sometimes I, you know, mix and match and stuff like that. So Jaylen Brown, I definitely don't think he's that good versus, you know, other shooting guards, but I would definitely still do it just because it's 3 challenges. Like, they're super easy. I mean, you know, win the game, you know, you got total points, very basic and easy, and you get 3 free Dark Matters, and then, of course, the free 100 overall. But if you're limited on time, I would at least definitely go after every single free pack available right here. And speaking of free packs, 2K does have, of course, you know, the agendas. That's something that 2K recently has been really, you know, updating like crazy. For example, the free 100 overall player pack. I actually got this on my main account. I was actually lucky enough to get multiple free 100 overall players. Hopefully you guys saw that video, but obviously this is still available. Still got to do it on the No Money Spent account. I'll be doing that obviously in the next episode of the No Money Spent series. Still available for about like 10 hours, so you definitely do want to complete that. You know, this one's super easy. Same with the Dominant Deluxe pack. Now, this one is a deluxe pack, so unlike the other challenge packs that you do end up getting for completing the challenges, that one does guarantee you a player from the sets, even though you still want to get these. And then, obviously, the Dominant, you know, pack set and everything like that. If you saw the pack opening I did, GOAT Yao Ming, Invincibles in here. And the best thing about that deluxe pack is the fact that you have a very good chance at getting a Yao Ming, whether you get the power forward center one, maybe the point guard one, you have a very good chance. And even if you don't get a Yao Ming, you'll get a very good player like Joe Smith, Kyle Korver, you know, Jaime up in here, which you can definitely use for your collection if you did want to lock it in for a 100 overall player. But still, though, as a guaranteed free deluxe pack, 100% worth it, because you do also have a chance at getting an invincible, a GOAT, and then, of course, a 100 overall player. But at the very minimum, a guaranteed free dark matter. And then, of course, when it comes to the 2 invincibles that are available right now, I definitely wouldn't go too crazy on them. I would definitely combo a lot of these agendas together. That way you're doing multiple things at once. Never only do one. You know, for example, like, don't only go for the invincible 3 and then ignore these 2, you know, or maybe just go for the 2. No, you want to do everything together as much as you can, whether it's in clutch time, you know, triple threat, whatever game mode you like, you know, playing. Definitely do as many agendas as you can. And then the unlimited ring, if you do want to get that, that's available. Definitely just something if you want it, but not a must-have thing. And then, of course, they do have the MyTeam Season 8 rewards too, which I will say, Tim Duncan, 100% worth it if you like playing the game a lot. If you don't like playing the game a lot, then it's going to be a very hefty grind. And if you guys saw the gameplay I did on the 100 overall Tim Duncan, a 10 out of 10 card, even though now the invincible one is available in every single game mode. He's definitely almost the same one, so like if you have the 100 overall, you're good. Save your time, don't go after it. But if you do want one of the best cards in the game, invincible Tim Duncan is one of the best cards, okay? Because he still has the same release as his 100 overall player. And again, if you saw that gameplay, a 10 out of 10 card, okay? So he's available everywhere, whether you want to do, you know, clutch time, you want to do triple threat offline, unlimited. That at least is something good that 2K lets you choose. You know, even though some games obviously are going to be more than others. For example, triple threat offline, 800 wins. Clutch time is 400. So it really is up to you which game mode you do want to play. And then, of course, speaking of the game modes, they do have the MyTeam game rewards that I do feel like some of these players are definitely worth getting. For example, Kevin Garnett, I definitely do recommend him just because with KG, he definitely is like a, you know, small forward that can definitely play out there, especially for a lot of people. You know, 6'11", small forward. He doesn't have Patty Mills by any means, but still at the 3, really good card. I feel like is one of the better, you know, game mode rewards we do have. And then, of course, the other ones are really up to you. Like, if you need a point guard, Drexler definitely is a nice little card that you can run at the point guard position. He definitely has the size. You know, he has the release, 6'7" point guard. You guys can see the animations, you know, very quick. His regular release. The Dark Matter one, a lot of people loved it. You know, same with the Diamond. And then, of course, everything else that he's been getting this year. So that definitely is something you would consider, you know, doing. Even though if you only had to pick one of these, you know, available players, I would definitely get Kevin Garnett over any of them. Even though some of them you might get while going for other grinds. For example, Richard Jefferson. Not worth that at all. You know, his release isn't that great. And then everybody else is really just up to you. Bosch is okay. You know, Richard, again, not worth it. And then these 2 Dark Matters are going to get updated. And so that's also going to be more free players that you can earn by playing the game. And like I said earlier, you want to combo as many things as you can together. So if you're doing challenges, do, you know, agendas. If you're doing game modes, you go after the other rewards. For example, the free Dark Matter Cade. Highly recommend that card, okay? If you need a point guard, get him. Go after him. People are definitely getting him. Dirk Nowitzki is also available. If you get him, great. If you don't, you'll be okay as long as you get Cade. And then they got Batum. They got the other packs. And so whatever you're doing, you want to do multiple things at once, right? And speaking of multiple things, you also want to get to level 40 for the GOAT Kareem. That's actually a player that everybody can earn. Now, at the moment, I am falling behind on the levels, mainly because, again, I have 2 accounts. And if you do need a center, I highly recommend Kareem. On my main accounts, I do already have a better center if you saw the most recent gameplay I did. And so I'm good there. But if you do need a center, I highly recommend Kareem, okay? That's a free GOAT that you can get. 7-2, very good card. Let me know if you guys have him already. Let me know what level you are. Again, highly recommend him. If you end up getting the Pro Pass, you know, we gave away Pro Passes, Season Passes. You can use the point guard one too. But you definitely do want to get to level 40 for this card if you do need a center. If you're like me on the main account and you already have one, still get him. I'm definitely going to get it on both accounts just because he's one of the best cards in the game. And he's, you know, free because you just got to play the game. So while you're doing agendas, you know, you're doing challenges, you gain levels, and then before you know it, you'll be level 40. Make sure that you guys are taking advantage of, you know, like any XP coins that you have. Whether it's going to be, you know, 60 minutes, 120 minutes, whatever the case is, definitely take advantage of every single double XP, you know, coin. You can do clutch time offline, domination, whatever your heart desires. And then something else that you definitely want to get are tokens, because when it comes to tokens, you do end up getting Ricky Davis. Let me know if you guys have gotten him. 40 tokens is definitely, you know, very manageable when it comes to a season. You know, after that, I definitely wouldn't go too crazy for like Jalen and Jackson. But if you did want them, you can definitely get them. But 40 tokens is like the main thing that you definitely do want to get. And the best part is you can actually get the tokens while doing other stuff. So say you're doing triple threat offline, you get tokens. I'm about to get 2 more tokens at 30 wins, and it's going to be the same thing in every single game mode. And also there is another free invincible you can get if you haven't gotten him, and that of course is going to be the free invincible DeMar DeRozan. Definitely not the best invincible by any means, but at the same time he's easy to get and he's free, so definitely get him too. And now also we do have to cover every single active locker code that is available right now in the game, because you know me, we love locker codes up in here. And so I'm going to cover every single active one that you can still use. Some expire, some never expire, and some that don't expire. For example, is this one right here with Jerry West. You do end up getting a free 100 overall Jerry West. If you already used it, you get a cookie, but obviously there's definitely some new people playing, especially with the most recent stuff that 2K's been adding. And so this locker code right here is available the whole year. So if you have a friend, let him know, be like, hey, you get a free 100 overall player here too from the locker code, and you do get a My Player jersey. Rest in peace to Jerry West. So that's one active locker code. Another active locker code is going to be another legend that we lost this year, Bill Walton. Rest in peace. You know, you do end up doing the agendas too if you want to get these balls as well. You know, pause right there. But Bill Walton still available. This locker code also never expires, and so these two will never expire. And now, of course, there are locker codes that do expire, but are still actively available. For example, this one right here, MyTeam Next Rookie Player. For this one, you are guaranteed to get a Next Deluxe Pack. And so that guarantees you any player from the next sets. And so that's going to be an active locker code that is available right now. And speaking of another locker code, for this one, I'm not sure when it expires because 2K hasn't really said. But definitely as a locker code, one of the best ones that we've seen in any year of 2K, because you get everything, not just one or two or maybe one or the other, right? So you get every little thing right here in this locker code. And obviously 2K is going to keep releasing more, so I'll keep you updated. In the meantime, check out the No Money Spent series, check out the main accounts, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.